Soaring above 100,000 flights every single day, military aircraft are the first line of defense and the final word in global power. Did you know the combined air power of the world's top 10 air forces is so advanced that together, they could deploy over 20,000 combat and support aircraft in less than a week? That's the type of rapid response that shapes the outcome of conflicts before they even begin. Here's a question for you. Were you aware that some air forces can control entire regions without ever landing a single plane? United States Air Force. When it comes to power in the skies, no contest draws more attention than the sheer might of the United States Air Force. Every second, high above the clouds, advanced stealth fighters slice through the air, invisible to radar and packed with next-gen tech. What sets the USAF apart isn't just the sheer volume boasting a fleet of more than 5,000 aircraft, but how seamlessly innovation gets turned into dominance. The F-22 Raptor and F-35 Lightning II aren't just famous for their looks. Their ability to deliver precision strikes, evade tracking and lead aerial dogfights often looks like science fiction to the rest of the world. There's an energy that comes with knowing these jets operate alongside fleets of bombers, refueling planes and satellites, forming a true web of dominance that stretches across the globe. And it doesn't end with firepower. Think intelligence, surveillance and reconnaissance missions that happen almost everywhere, all the time, using the latest drones and space-based assets. If a crisis erupts halfway across the planet, chances are the first response comes with a USAF insignia. Backed by unmatched funding and alliances with NATO and other partners, the USAF brings not only power but also flexibility and speed, adapting to threats, fighting wildfires and delivering humanitarian aid on demand. That combination of cutting-edge aircraft, experienced pilots and rapid response tech keeps the USAF perched at the very top of air power rankings year after year, making it the absolute gold standard for any nation striving for superiority in the skies. Russian Aerospace Forces. Raw power, fierce legacy, and undeniable resilience. The Russian Aerospace Forces prove that being a superpower isn't just about numbers. It's about rewriting the playbook of air warfare. With each upgrade, Russia showcases an arsenal that's both innovative and intimidating. The Su-57 stealth fighter, for example, brings an edge of agility and sophisticated avionics that rivals any jet in the world, while the Tu-160 White Swan bomber stuns with both speed and payload on nuclear and conventional missions. But it's not just about raw punch. Russia has invested heavily in electronic warfare systems, deploying advanced jamming technology that can scramble communications and blind enemy defenses. Their S-400 missile system has set a benchmark globally for multi-layer defense, acting as both shield and spear against aerial threats. What truly makes the Russian force captivating is how its strategy blends technical prowess with cold, calculating tactics. Training regimens push pilots to face near-peer adversaries and unpredictable battle scenarios, building a force that's feared for its confidence as much as its capabilities. Beyond the borders, Russian air power projects influence in key regions, from Europe's doorstep to the Middle East, frequently demonstrating the reach of its bombers and fighters in live combat operations. The scale, the innovation, and the showmanship combine to keep Russia front and center in the race for aerial supremacy, making headlines not just for what they have, but how creatively and aggressively they wield it. People's Liberation Army, Air Force. Thunder cracks over the world stage as China emerges, rapidly shifting from an aspiring player to a technological titan in the skies. The People's Liberation Army Air Force isn't just growing, it's redefining air power for the 21st century. The Chengdu J-20 stealth fighter, China's crown jewel, isn't just sleek, it threads silently across the horizon, blending advanced radar-evading design with cutting-edge avionics geared for both speed and tactical versatility. But the J-20 is only the spearhead. Behind it, more than 3,000 combat-ready aircraft stand at attention, ranging from agile J-10s to heavy bombers, all meticulously maintained and updated with domestic upgrades. China's ambitions break gravity itself, investing billions in drone swarms that can fly autonomously on coordinated missions, outnumbering and overwhelming adversaries in minutes. Hypersonic missiles that travel several times the speed of sound add another layer, allowing China to strike before a rival even blinks. The Air Force's reach is further bolstered by space-powered surveillance and precision-guided systems, making threats more than just theoretical. Training and doctrine won't be left behind. Pilots undergo rigorous simulations and joint exercises that rival any top-tier air academy in the world. And with formidable anti-access and area denial networks covering its coasts, China has solidified a protective bubble that keeps rivals guessing. Each new maneuver, every technological stride signals a powerful message. The skies of 2025 are no longer the exclusive domain of older superpowers. When it comes to daring innovation, relentless modernization, and an ever-expanding vision, China's Air Force has made itself impossible to ignore. Indian Air Force. When the stakes are sky-high and the future of a nation hangs in the balance, few air forces command as much respect as the Indian Air Force. It's not just numbers or legacy fueling this ascent, it's an audacious appetite for modernization and a fearless embrace of new challenges. The IAF's fighting edge comes from a fusion of various influences: Russian-built Su-30 MKIs roaring alongside French Rafales, and homegrown marvels like the nimble HAL Tejas, each aircraft with a distinct role and personality, all coalescing into a single formidable squadron. This symphony of old and new reflects India's unique strategic environment, spanning over vast terrains from deserts to the Himalayas, demanding agility, power, and round-the-clock readiness. A game-changer for the IAF is its ongoing commitment to advanced technologies. The force is investing not just in world-class fighter jets but also in next-gen drones, sophisticated missile defense systems, and network-centric warfare capabilities that link pilots, commanders, and ground support across thousands of miles in real time. India's air warriors undertake grueling exercises at home and abroad, proving their mettle under some of the world's harshest flying conditions while fostering interoperability with global partners. What sets the IAF apart isn't just its hardware, but the tenacity of its pilots and the ambition of its doctrine. The ability to pivot quickly between humanitarian support and hard-hitting combat operations shows a flexibility that keeps adversaries on alert. In 2025, the Indian Air Force isn't just keeping pace, it's setting new standards, rewriting what it means to command the skies of a dynamic, unpredictable world. Royal Air Force United Kingdom. Radar screens flicker across continents when the Royal Air Force takes to the skies. Because in 2025, the RAF is rewriting what it means to be a modern air power. Precision isn't just a principle, it's an obsession. The Eurofighter Typhoon roars past the sound barrier while F-35B Lightning IIs leap off British carriers, their sensors and weaponry connecting seamlessly with land, sea, and air operations. At every airbase, innovation pulses through integrated command centers, where artificial intelligence supports real-time decision-making, and drone swarms extend surveillance all the way from European heartlands to remote conflict zones. But the true strength of the RAF lies in its versatility. In one moment, pilots scramble to intercept intruders over the North Sea, deploying missile systems that rank among the world's best. The next, those same aircraft are launching from HMS Queen Elizabeth to deliver rapid humanitarian aid or reinforce alliances halfway around the globe. Years of investment in cutting-edge training simulators and multinational exercises have built a core of aviators fluent in both solo strikes and intricate coalition missions. Their skills, paired with layered air and missile defense systems, ensure the UK's skies and its partners stay protected. Alliances are more than banners on a fuselage. The RAF's close integration with NATO and Five Eyes nations amplifies reach and responsiveness, letting Britain punch far above its size. Whether it's pioneering new stealth technology or pushing the boundaries of cyber-aerial coordination, the Royal Air Force in 2025 stands as a testament to adaptability, unshakable discipline, and relentless pursuit of aerial supremacy. Israeli Air Force. When headlines flash with news of precision airstrikes or high-tech espionage missions, odds are the Israeli Air Force is involved, quietly pushing the boundaries of what's possible in modern warfare. This is an air force with a reputation for rewriting the rules, where almost every mission is a leap ahead in both strategy and technology. Israel's fleet might look modest by traditional standards, but beneath the surface, each asset bristles with unique upgrades and customized tech. The F-35 Iadir isn't just another fifth-generation stealth fighter, it's been re-engineered with Israeli systems to become the world's smartest sky hunter, capable of gathering data, jamming defenses, and striking targets with uncanny precision. Beyond fixed-wing might, Israel commands an arsenal of advanced drones that can scout, spy, and strike across hostile terrain, setting new standards for unmanned air power. Pilots train for the unexpected, simultaneously handling dogfights, electronics warfare, and real-time battlefield intelligence. Air crews operate alongside ground controllers and cyber experts, executing complex operations at lightning speed, whether it's defending Israeli airspace, carrying out pinpoint raids, or neutralizing enemy rocket threats in mid-air. But what really sets the Israeli Air Force apart is relentless innovation under pressure. Decades of facing regional threats have forged a mindset where adaptability and improvisation are second nature. The result, an Air Force that reacts instantly and forcefully, turning challenges into showcases for world-class aerial tactics and technology. In 2025, Israel's Sky Warriors stand as a global model for agility, brains, and boldness, rightfully earning their reputation as one of the world's most elite and unpredictable air powers. French Air and Space Force. Blazing low over distant deserts and through European skies, the French Air and Space Force isn't just holding its own, it's redefining what global reach looks like in modern military aviation. The Rafale, France's flagship multi-role fighter, slices through sky and expectation alike, switching effortlessly from air superiority to deep strike with a payload that leaves rivals scrambling. But France's strength is about more than machinery. It's about a strategic philosophy that, puts flexibility and speed ahead of brute force. With aerial tankers and airborne command centers, the force orchestrates missions that leap continents and defy boundaries. France is one of the very few nations with a nuclear-capable air fleet, granting unmatched strategic weight. This nuclear deterrence is seamlessly woven into day-to-day operations, so every training flight and international deployment sharpens readiness, not just for national defense but for safeguarding allies worldwide. The French Air Force's global tempo is relentless: peacekeeping in Africa, NATO patrols over Europe, and coordinated drills with partners on nearly every continent. Each operation is a testament to the professionalism and adaptability of its pilots, who routinely train for high-risk, unpredictable theaters. The blending of culture and cutting-edge technology is also key. Decades of homegrown aerospace innovation keep France on the industry's front lines, ensuring the force gets bespoke upgrades the moment the next breakthrough lands. The result? An air arm that combines age-old tactical wisdom with next-gen thinking, making the French Air and Space Force in 2025 an icon of versatility, strategic cool, and relentless drive for aerial excellence. Japanese Air Self-Defense Force. Scramble jets on the tarmac, and you'll see a force driven by relentless precision and a razor-sharp defensive strategy. The Japanese Air Self-Defense Force stands out in Asia's crowded airspace for good reason. While Japan's constitution limits traditional military might, their approach to air power is anything but restrained. Advanced F-35. A fighters glide off runways, bristling with custom tech upgrades that give pilots an edge in split-second threat detection and rapid-fire decision-making. The force's backbone still thrives in the homegrown Mitsubishi F-2, a shining example of Japanese commitment to innovation and reliability, pairing local engineering with battle-tested design sensibility. Bases thrum with activity, reflecting constant drills and readiness exercises, as adversaries, both near and distant, keep Japan vigilant around the clock. Coastal radar stations and state-of-the-art surface-to-air defense networks stretch the country's protective bubble, capable of targeting potential intrusions before they disrupt a single patch of sky. But the JSDF is more than defense. It's a symbol of technological ambition. The force invests heavily in next-gen pilot training, autonomous drones, and the seamless integration of satellites and ground sensors, ensuring Japan stays one step ahead in multi-domain warfare. Global tension might rise and fall, but Japan's air guardians hold their nerve, combining discipline and digital innovation with a quiet confidence that comes from decades of honing their craft. In 2025, the JSDF isn't just securing airspace, it's defining what a future-proof Air Force looks like, setting new standards for agility, resilience, and the will to defend at a moment's notice. German Air Force. Radar painters sweep across Europe's heart, zeroing in on a force that's gone from post-war rebuilding to the cutting edge of coalition power, the German Air Force, or Luftwaffe. But it's not about parade ground pageantry, it's about laser focus and relentless reinvention. Eurofighter Typhoons streak overhead, equipped with the latest upgrades, able to cut through adverse weather or electronic jamming with digital poise. Ground crews and pilots operate with clockwork discipline. their training honed by decades of international experience and a commitment to seamless interoperability with NATO partners. The real secret to the Luftwaffe's rise is innovation under pressure. Germany has poured resources into modernizing its fleet, phasing out aging Tornado fighters and introducing assets that can conduct everything from close air support to nuclear deterrence, a rare status even among top military powers. On exercises from the freezing Baltic to the blazing Mediterranean, German aviators stress test systems for both domestic security and rapid deployment, adapting old doctrines to new hybrid threats. Air defense in Germany isn't isolated. Satellites, cyber units, and command networks fuse together, ensuring every fighter, pilot, and sensor acts as part of a larger web. When crises erupt, the Luftwaffe is often first to scramble, flying side by side with European partners in quick response teams that can intercept, defend, or deliver vital humanitarian support. In 2025, Germany's Air Force stands as proof that precision, partnership, and relentless drive can shape a military legacy fit for the modern age, always alert, always advancing, always ready to defend the skies above Europe and beyond. South Korean Air Force. Every second counts on the Korean Peninsula, where tensions meet technology and ambition, all embodied by the Republic of Korea Air Force. In the shadow of constant threats, ROKAF has transformed itself into one of Asia's most dynamic air powers, blending ironclad readiness with a futuristic edge. The F-35 stealth fighters gleaming on Korean runways are more than just deterrence, they're a message that South Korea won't just defend its airspace, it will dominate it. These jets, paired with indigenous developments like the KF-21 Boramae, form a fleet capable of high-speed interception, surgical strikes, and seamless integration into larger US-led defense grids. Training here is a relentless grind, driven by the reality that every sortie could be the real thing. Pilots hone advanced maneuvers under simulated fire, while command centers run around-the-clock surveillance and response drills. ROKAF's arsenal extends beyond mere fighters' cutting-edge air defense systems, network-centric warfare platforms, and indigenous drones ensure that every layer of Korean airspace is shielded, and every potential threat gets mapped, tracked, and countered in real time. Technology partnerships and joint exercises, whether with the US, Japan, or NATO allies, keep doctrine as sharp as any weapon in the fleet. What makes ROKAF truly unique is its blend of innovation, determination, and urgency. Adaptability is hardwired. Lessons from recent decades have built an air force that responds instantly to new threats, disaster relief, or international peacekeeping missions. In 2025, South Korea's Sky Guards embody readiness and resolve, ushering in a new era where agility and state-of-the-art technology lead the future of aerial defense. Thanks for joining us on this sky-high journey exploring the world's most powerful air forces. If you learned something new or found yourself amazed by today's facts, don't forget to subscribe to Simply Science for more captivating content. Your support helps us keep bringing you the stories that matter. Smash that bell icon so you never miss an update, and drop your thoughts or questions in the comments below. Let's start a conversation. Until next time, stay curious, and keep your head in the clouds with Simply Science.